Alright, what's up guys and gals? How's everyone doing today? I'm running very behind today. I don't know what happened, but somehow I lost track of time. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get this where we need it to be. Alright, camera adjusted. Perfect. Do I need to be louder? How is my voice? Check 1, 2. I think I can crank myself up slightly. Alright, so that is doing exactly what I needed to do. And that right there should be just about perfect. So we're going to go ahead and crank that up to about 22 decibels. And now my voice is at the right level. Perfect. All right. William D, what's up, my man? Melon, what's going on? I am running very late today. Let me go to see if anybody started our wild card. If not, I need to get it started because we're supposed to be running it. I apologize, crew. I'm 20 minutes late. Oh man, somebody stole his hood and his headlights. Holy crap, Oli. Someone messed up that guy's car. That's not good. Stacks, what's up, my man? Darth, how are you today? I'm doing good, thank you. James, what's up, buddy? Alright, so we're going to be taking the Devel 16 into live racing. I've turned off... William D, let me know if you get any advertisements. I have advertisements currently turned off for the live stream completely. I'm going to try a different approach, which is I'm going to set a super chat goal from now on. So if people want to donate $1 or $2, that would be wonderful. That way it'll make up for the ad revenue I lose turning ads off. But yeah, we want to try to turn ads off for a stream and just see. I mean, ads, I know the ads are very annoying to you guys. I don't like them either during a live stream, so we're going to turn them off today. And see how she goes. But if anybody wants to send over $1 or $2, that would be nice. That's already finished. Perfect. I got to do the supply cup later, so let's go do our live races. But normally I try to keep ads minimal, but YouTube keeps adding more and more and more. So let's see what happens if I turn it off completely. All right. There's not too many people in here, but yeah, we should be somewhere around the 9.8 lobby, guys and gals. We're in that ballpark, or at least we should be. Ah, we found Melon, or I should say Melon found me. Melon found me. Holy crap, Oli. He's in a crazy Bugatti. Is that a good car? Do you like that one? 3, 1, go. Oh no. We had a big error already, so. Let me know if the music's too loud. I can turn it down if it is. If the music's too loud, just let me know. I can turn it down very easily. We kind of want the music to be, you know, faint in the background, and that's about it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. We want some kind of background noise for when I stop talking, but we don't want that to be overpowering my voice or anything. All right. All right, Winpoo likes the Bugatti and Melon says it's fantastic. Huh. I don't remember much about that car, to tell you the truth. It's kind of rare to find a good Bugatti for live racing, though. That's awesome, actually. I wasn't really expecting you guys to like it. Honestly. I don't remember it being a great car. I guess I'm wrong. That is the World Record Edition. Oh, that's the W16. Ah, I thought that was a different Bugatti. That's a W16, guys. The Bugatti W16s are beasts. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that was the other... there's another one that looks almost just like that as far as the colors. The W16s are beast. I was thinking of the wrong car. Alrighty. Hydra, what's up, buddy? How are you today? Hope you're doing awesome. Alright, let's go do it to it, everybody. Bam. It's Melon's turn to win this one, I believe, so I'm going to go nice and slow here. Uh-oh, Robert says Donna says hello. Tell Donna to go shove it. She gave me too many mini poopers. Tell Donna I'm tired of those mini poopers. I want a nice car for once in my life, Donna. Why is Donna gotta be so mean to us? I don't want all those mini poopers, Donna. I don't want your mini poopers, Donna. I want a nice car. Oh, Melon, are we done? All right, buddy. Thank you for the swaps, my friend. All right, Hydro's got the stream playing on the TV and the phone. Holy moly, that's like double trouble right there. Double trouble. Tater tot win only? What does that mean? Anybody know? Alright, we got Slowpoke. He's in a pretty nice car. Turns out that new Venom F5 Revolution is a beast. If you know how to set that thing up, it is a beast. That's one of those deals where you definitely want to get it if you can because it's awesome. Or at least it should be. Wait, what about a bridge, Darth? Are you talking about that thing that happened like a year or two ago? If you're talking about the thing that happened in the United States a few years ago, yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that in a long time. I do remember there was like a cargo ship that had to hit a bridge, and I don't know. I'm guessing they rebuilt the bridge. It was on the news for like a month. Oh, this happened like every day for about a month, and then they just stopped talking about it. Yeah, I don't know. I actually have no idea what happened to it. William D wants to blame Donna. For what, the bridge? Winpoo, how's your day going, my man? Alright, good swaps, good swaps. Eddie, what's going on, my man? Oh, the game background? I'm not really sure what you're referring to on the game background. I don't pay that much attention to the game background. There's not too many people in here today. No, connection failed. He left. Goodbye, sir. Now, this will be an interesting race. I think I can get it. I think I can win. Let's find out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, come on, little car. You can do it. I think these are both pretty decent live racing cars. I got it. Darth got to 15 on the pit stop heroes. Yeah, you know what? That thing is a resource destroyer. So if you can get a few prizes and then leave, I think that's your best bet, personally. That's the way to do it, in my opinion. Ah, there's Stax. Alright, Stax has got the new, that's not a freaking Bugatti. The new Venom. I almost said Bugatti. That is not a Bugatti. Alright, here we go. Three, 2, 1, go. We'll get a nice slow run in. All right. Oops. But yeah, I don't really do too much with the what is that thing called? The sit and spin? I did not mean for that word to come out of my mouth. Oh man. The sit and spin. What is that thing called? I don't really do much with that or pit stop heroes. Oh well. What can you do? I don't know how that turned into a bad word, but I will say this, man. Once my friend's mom, she was like this super Christian lady who did not like curse words. There's a restaurant called Fuddruckers. And you can only imagine what came out of her mouth when she said Fuddruckers wrong. She called it red with the, red effers. And she was just like, we all just started busting up laughing. It was hilarious. Shift spin, that's what it is. Thank you. Shift spin. Darth says, I'm a drum and a bass person. I love it. Yeah, I got a free trial to that Epidemic Sound music service, so I downloaded like 3 hours worth of music from that. I don't know, for 20 bucks a month I might keep it. I can use it on 3 YouTube channels. It comes in handy, having some extra music. I think most of this music's a little nicer than the music I've been playing. William D says Fuddruckers was started in my hometown. I've never been there, actually. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever went there. I know we got one about half an hour from here. At least we used to. That's such a weird name. That's such a weird name for a restaurant. Elmer Fuddruckers. All right. Like, who comes up with that kind of stuff? They got good burgers. I miss being able to eat burgers. I mean, I can eat burgers, but without the bun. Oh, man. I'm sorry, I'm choking on my sinuses. Having celiac disease, man, I can't eat a lot of stuff. What's up, Cam? How you doing today? Hope you're awesome. William D, are you talking about the lady who owns the Fuddruckers business? It would be nice to own your own restaurant, that's for sure. I think that is definitely for sure. It would be nice to own a business. I actually was trying to buy a Subway restaurant for a while, but Subway was stupid. I found out it's only about, was it like $40,000 or $50,000? I don't know if it still is like that, but you could actually buy a Subway and get it running. Like the whole shebang was about 50 grand, I guess. So I was thinking about buying one. I contacted them 4 or 5 times. There's like a phone number you call and an email. I tried to contact them 4 or 5 times and say, hey, I'm interested in starting a Subway franchise. And they never returned my calls or my emails. So I was like, well, screw them. But I was actually really considering trying to do that. I'm like, you know, Subway is very successful. And you know what? I used to work at a Subway. It's kind of funny, but back in the day, I drove a delivery truck for FedEx. This is a great story. I drove a delivery truck for FedEx, and there was a Subway on my FedEx route. So I got a job at the Subway working there Saturday and Sundays, and I would just stop at the Subway for lunch and get a free sandwich for lunch every day. That was kind of funny, but I actually really liked working at the Subway. It was kind of a cool job. It was really easy, laid back, it was a nice job. So I was like, you know, I wouldn't mind owning a Subway, but I could never get them to contact me back. Now I got so many health problems, and it's probably better off that I didn't, because with all the issues I have, I'm not sure I'd be able to properly run one anyways. Well, what can you do? Cam, I'm doing alright, buddy. Thank you. BBR4X, hello, hello. And hey, Lisa, I hope you get your pink Porsche one day. Alright, let's go do another one. I've been, wait a second. Wait, now the buy-in's what? $250 for what? A Subway? Man, it used to be about 50 grand. And that was to like, that was if you could actually buy an existing one that was already going, I think. Like if somebody had a Subway they were selling somewhere, you could, I don't remember if that was for that or if that was for like the whole shebang. I don't know. 250 is a lot. That's a lot of money. All right, let's go do it to it. Hey, Timothy, how's your day going? Hope you're doing awesome today. All right, so to buy the franchise is $250. It was about 15 years ago, I think, when I was looking at purchasing the Subway franchise. I guess a lot of things change. Now, it may also, like the area that you live in may have something to do with it as well. I'm not 100% sure. Like where I live used to be way cheaper than other parts of the country. That may or may not have had something to do with it. I don't know. All right, Stacks, good swaps, man. I guess either we're out of gas or you disconnected or you're done. I'm not sure, but good swaps. All right, we got disconnected. Gotcha. Thanks, Stacks. I appreciate that, my man. All right, that's a cool looking Supra right there. I like that bright orange. I've never seen one in that color before. That looks great. Aw, man. He's gone. Wait, what is the guy at the bottom of the hill, William D? The guy at the bottom of the hill? Who is that? That sounds like some weird movie title. Watch out for the guy at the bottom of the hill. He'll get you. And we got it. Perfect. All right, I ran a little faster than I wanted to, but that's all right. What's the best car in my opinion? Ah, man, there's really good cars in this game. There's crappy car. Oh, what the heck happened? Truth is, there's not really a best car. Different cars are good at different things. I'm trying to think. If I could only have one car in this game and that's it, I would probably choose one of the Elite Tuners cars. Elite Tuners cars, depending on which one, man. Elite Tuners cars, a lot of them are really good all-arounders. There's a lot of really nice all-around cars in Elite Tuners. Not all of them, but a lot of them. But there's really not one car that's... I mean, if it were strictly for live racing, I would probably grab the Venom F5 Roadster. That is a cool car. If I'm looking for a car that's just all around good, maybe like the GR86. GR86 is pretty sweet. But there's really no best car out there, unfortunately. Timothy, no, the Indy truck is now the second fastest. The first fastest car in the game is the Back to the Future Time Machine Part 3. And we're talking it's faster by, I don't even know, like billionths of a second or something. Thousandths of a second. I'm not sure how you say that, but they basically run the same exact time, except for like there's a hair difference. Oh, Sean, what do you mean you lost your Devel 16? What happened to it? When you changed phones, you mean, or? Now, if you went from like iOS to Android or something, that would make sense. But if you just switched phones and it was the same type of phone, you shouldn't have lost anything. I mean, you can't go from iOS to Android or back and forth and keep your stuff, unfortunately. But if you go from iOS to iOS or Android to Android phones and you lost something, then I would be contacting game support and being like, hey, fix our stuff. How long did it take me to complete Tempest? Well, the first and second Tempests, I don't know, maybe 2-3 months into the game, I finished the first and second Tempest. Now, Tempest 3, it took me quite a while to get 2 tier 5 cars fast enough, so it was like 7 or 8 months into playing when I finally got around to doing Tempest 3. I don't know exactly, but I remember it was probably, I'm just taking a guess, about 8 months in, I finished Tempest 3. Honestly, Tempest is barely worth doing right now, so I wouldn't go out of my way to do it or anything like that. Does the Alright, yeah, the F5 Roadster does give out good RP, yes. Thing is, most cars, alright, if you got high Evo points on a car, it's going to make good RP when you win. If you've got more than 1200 Evo points on your car, generally it makes really nice respect points when you win a live race. Now, the Elite Tuners cars give you a little bit of an extra bonus on the respect points. The Legends cars give you a little bit of extra bonus and stuff like that. But if you know what you're doing with the F5 Roadster, you can set that thing up to destroy people, and it's going to earn nice respect points. You got to know how to fit parts around and tune your cars and stuff like that, however. But you know, Tempest, like the boss cars are pretty much old and outdated these days, so most of the boss cars are barely worth getting, just so you guys know. If I were to start the game over, I wouldn't even bother to do Tempest until I had a nice collection of already upgraded cars, and then I would just go run through it really quick and finish it off. But I wouldn't really be upgrading any cars just so I could do Tempest. Pretty much all of the boss cars, except for some of the tier 1 ones. There's some really cool tier 1 boss cars that are actually really good for tier 1. But the truth is, the majority of those boss cars are actually terrible. They're terrible. Now, like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, when the Tempest races come out, some of those boss cars were pretty decent back then, but only a couple of them. And the other issue is, well, now they're 9 years old and the game keeps bringing out better and better and better and better and better and better and cooler and awesomer and more super duper cars. And, that made all those boss cars even more outdated. But you know, when I first started this game, I think the Sesto Elemento boss car, I think that was like the second or third fastest car in the game when I started playing. Now it's down there on the list. Now it's like 347th fastest car in the game or something like that for tier 5. So that's got to tell you something right there. A lot has changed over the years, like a lot. It's actually ridiculous how much things have changed over the years. Ah, Darth, you got to see a Dodge Hellcat? Like a real one? I don't know if I've ever seen one of those or not. Like my neighbor, our neighbor's like grandkid or something, I think she had some sort of, I don't know, some sort of Dodge Hellcat or something with a Hemi in it. It was the most ridiculous thing. I mean, we got a little neighborhood here. And she was taking like all the family members for a ride or something. I mean, she was stomping on the gas. She was doing like 60 miles per hour up and down the little 25 mile. I mean, she might have been doing 80. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Just stomping on it, flooring it, up and down our little street. It's like, that's just like so dumb and irresponsible to do that in a little neighborhood like this. I mean, if a cop would have caught her, she would have been in jail. She would have lost her car. She would have been in jail. They would have thrown her in the slammer. I still can't believe she did that. I mean, go out to the main, go out to the main street or take people on the highway if you're going to do that. But you can't be doing 60, 70 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour street. It was crazy. It was crazy. That car was fast, though. Alright, hold on. Hey, my nitrous didn't go off. Is it worth getting the pit crew guys? I don't know. I mean, you're going to spend, what, $30 a month for that? I don't really think they're making that very good. I don't really think that's worth $30 a month. If they gave you a little bit more, like for example, you can only do a couple of free upgrades or a couple of upgrades per day for free where you skip the timer or whatever. You should at least be able to do one full car a day. I don't know. I just don't really... I think they kind of cheap out on it. I think they could give you a little more for $30 a month. So me personally, I keep meaning to buy it just so I can make a video about it to show you guys, but it's not really the greatest. I mean, the nice thing is it'll tune your car for you. So if you really need it to tune a car for you, like if you suck at tuning and you don't know what you're doing, I guess that's nice. But honestly, if you really think about it, people need to learn how to tune their own cars. If you just have somebody else do it for you all the time, you're never going to get good at tuning and stuff like that. If it were like, for $30 a month, I think they should give you like 5 times the amount of stuff that they're currently giving you. It just seems kind of like a big ripoff to me. It could be better. That's my opinion. It could be better. Alright, so you know what? If you got gold, I'm to the point where I've stopped watching ads completely, and every time I just fill up my gas tank with gold. I honestly don't really need to buy cars with gold. I just refill my gas tank now. Alright, great swaps. Alright, there's somebody in the CC850. That's a great car. But no, I don't really think that little thing is worth it. One of these days I am going to purchase that and make a video about it. But Supposedly, like, the guy that tunes the car for you does give you a pretty decent tune, but it may not be the world's best tune. It's just, it'll do it to it for you, but it's not the greatest in the world. Sean says, I tune myself so I don't need to buy the subscription. If they gave you more auto races and they allowed you to get more upgrades per day, why did I do that? Then it might be worth it. But the truth is, I think they give you very little for the money you're spending. For what it costs right now, it should be like $5 a month, not $30. Stacks, you're welcome, bud. Thank you. Tim says, gold is great for shuffling car parts when needed. That's really expensive. If you're talking about taking parts off of your car, it's actually really redonkulous how much it costs to remove parts off of a car. There was a car I wanted to strip. I had a maxed out car. It was like a 0-star version of a car. And I was like, yeah, I don't need this anymore. Let me strip this thing. I think it would have been like 4,000 gold to strip the car or something. I was like, nope, not doing it. Like, that does not sound like a great deal. Honestly, sounds like a pretty bad deal to me. But what can you do? To some people, maybe it's a good deal, but I don't like it. I do have a Discord server. It's not super active, and I don't really have a lot of time to get on there. If you look at my latest videos, there should be a link to it in my video's descriptions, however. Like some of the older videos, that link doesn't work anymore, but the latest working link should be found in the newer videos there. William D says, other racing games like Forza is less than 20. Buy and upgrade a car fully. So he's saying for like 20 bucks or less, you can buy a car and fully upgrade it for 20 bucks. That sounds like a much better deal. I love this game, but I do think a lot of the stuff on this game is a little bit overpriced. Or maybe a lot overpriced. I mean, I do love this game, but it's very expensive. If things were more affordable, I would be way more likely to buy stuff on this game. I mean, I think they would make a lot more money if they made most things an affordable price for your average person. I mean, I know there's probably a lot of rich people that buy all kinds of crazy stuff all the time, but I guess the big spenders must, buy enough stuff to keep things going. Honestly, though, if people weren't buying this stuff, these games would not exist, so I'm not going to complain, right? If people weren't spending enough money, this game would shut down and it would be gone forever. Pretty much all games. If people weren't buying things and spending money, these games would no longer exist and we would have nothing fun to play, so on this game, you just kind of do what you can and skip the stuff you can't. That's the way I look at it. So I'm not complaining. I don't do most of the events because I can't afford it. It costs too darn much. That's for sure. All right. All right, Dara says it cost him 8.47 pounds. Oh, I think there are 2 different packages to buy that, aren't there? I think there's a cheaper and a more expensive version. I forgot about that. There is, yeah, there are 2 choices. Alright, Sean said, I wanted to show you my fastest car since I lost my other. Well, what is your fastest car? Three, two, one, go. Do I play any other games? I do have another YouTube channel for a game called War Robots. But between this game and that game, I don't have time to sit there and play a bunch of games. Unfortunately, I can barely find time to keep up with like the 2 games I have YouTube channels for, so I wish I had more. I need more time in the day. I need like another 6 hours in the day so I could get everything done. The McLaren Natura. That's a cool car. Some of those McLarens are pretty nice. There's not very many McLarens in the game that I like, but there are a couple. McLaren has a couple of good ones. Some people like that one, some people don't. Alright, I might sneeze. Okay. I think I'm done now. Woo. Orlando, how's it going, my man? William D says the Beatles said 8 days a week. I just want more hours in the day. All right. Oh. Yeah, you definitely can't, Donovan, you definitely can't upgrade every car, unfortunately. It would be nice, but you would have to spend probably about 15 hours a day playing this game to earn enough money to upgrade every car you get. Which is a bummer, but unfortunately that's kind of the way it is. William D, thanks, my man. Tim, thanks, buddy. Sean, thank you. Stacks, thank you. Again, I hope that, what's today, the 15th? In about 8 days, I got a appointment with an ear, nose, and throat doctor. I think it's on the 24th. So hopefully they can figure out why my sinuses are so bad. It's not fun having constant sinus problems. Jim, you play Sudoku? I think I tried to play that like once and I had no idea what I was doing. So I was like, you know, I'm done with this. I gave it a try. Seemed like a weird game. I've never really been into like board game type of things. I think board games are boring. Some people like them, but I can't get into it. Not my style. Not my style at all. Alright, let's race this guy right here. The 650S McLaren. If you're talking about the Elite Tuners one, that one's pretty sweet. I think the other 650S's in the game aren't the best, but the Elite Tuners McLaren is pretty darn nice. Oh man, you gotta get 6 teeth pulled? That sounds awful. Hopefully that goes pretty good. I mean, I remember when I got my wisdom tooth taken out, it really wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought it would be. I just remember when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, they put you to sleep. I just remember the lady gave me the IV thing and like the room started spinning around and I freaked out. I was like, hey, what's going on? Is this supposed to happen? And the next thing I know, I woke up. And the next day, it was like 1 or 2 days later. You know, the next day I went back to work. No big deal. Didn't take the pain medicine they gave me. Didn't need it. But I do remember like 2 days after getting it done, it was like so, I didn't even notice I had it done. I totally forgot. So I stopped for a lunch break at Taco Bell and I bought tacos. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not supposed to, like halfway through my second or third taco, I was like, wait a second. I'm not supposed to be eating this. Because you can get dry sockered or whatever, but like, yeah, I mean, some people get their wisdom teeth taken out or whatever, and they're just like, this is awful. You know, they're in all kinds of pain and stuff, but for me, it was like no big deal. Ah, Yurgi tried the F5 Roadster setup. The F5 is a beast. If you know what you're doing with that thing, it is a monster. Complete monster. Such a nice car. Ooh, he got me. Is this one of you guys? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Raymond, how's your day going? Alright, Tim does 1 Sudoku per day. Am I smarter because I have no wisdom teeth? I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I don't even remember why. I think they all had cavities or something, so they pulled them out. I can't remember why they took them out. Alright, Sean's gonna find my Discord server. Raymond, glad you're doing good. Man. I'm sorry, my sinuses are bad this morning. Alright, back to the lobby. Pampered Poodle. Alright. What a name. Alright, Yaden, you got the what now? The Tuatara, I'm guessing. Some of those Tuataras can be very nice cars. Oh, you got the Showdown prize. Gotcha. Awesome. Yeah, that Venom F5 Revolution is very nice. That's a very nice car. Sounds like it's just as good or almost as good as some of the other Venoms. So if you know what you're doing with it, that car should be a beast. Should be a total beast. All right. Yeah, I am. Gosh, dang it. Oh, I hate sinuses. I'm sorry. I can't even talk without having sinus problems today. It's awful. Alright, what was I going to say? I don't remember. Stax likes the new Venom. It probably makes the stream unpleasant to listen to due to my sinuses, so I apologize. I apologize. But yeah, the new Venom does seem really cool. Alright, here we go. Back to the lobby. When's the video on the Ferraris? There's about 900 Ferraris in the game, so I don't know what to tell you on that one. I'm not sure what you're referring to. What Ferraris? Sinuses are definitely a pain. I don't like them. I really should start trying to wash my head out with the neti pot every day, but I always forget to do it. It would probably help out a lot if I did that, though. I remember there was a time where I actually did that every day for like 2 weeks, and my sinuses got so much better. Oh, there's a new event up for the new Ferrari. I haven't seen it yet. Is The Exorcist good? I don't remember it being good. Is there anybody who here... Is there anybody here who has anything good to say about The Exorcist? Because I don't remember that car being very good at all. I think it's a very mediocre car at best. Eddie's got bad sinuses as well. Sorry to hear that, my friend. So, Cologne, how you doing today? Hope you're doing awesome. William D says The Exorcist was a good movie. I've probably seen it once or twice, but... Dark Knight says, DeVille from the Race Pass. The DeVille is a great car. I love this car. I mean, it's one of my favorite cars in the game, but it's very hard to get parts for. If you can get this, I think it's worth it. Just be aware that you may or may not have any parts for it once you get it. That's the rough part about this car. If it were easy to get parts for, I would say everybody should have this car. I mean, there's a lot of really cool cars in the game anyways. But this is definitely one of my favorites. Not only does it look good, it performs very well. It's a great live racer if you know what you're doing with it. It's pretty decently fast. It's got overall nice stats. It's just extremely hard to get parts for. Yaden's got a bunch of parts for it on his alt. What's up, Joanne? How you doing today? Good to see ya. Stack says, I've purchased every race pass. Even if he's got all the cars. I mean, honestly, it's pretty much worth it just to get all the universal parts. Totally worth it just for the universal parts. 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, a race pass is normally $10, right? $10 for all the stuff you get is a heck of a deal. Most of the things on this game are really overpriced. That's one of the few things that's actually a really good value is the race pass. Do you keep the race pass forever? I don't know what you mean by keep it forever. I mean, whatever cars or prizes you get out of the race pass are yours to keep, yes. I mean, there's a new race pass every, what, 2 or 3 months? Every 2 months or something like that? So when you buy a race pass, whatever prizes you earn out of it are yours to keep. But when the new race pass starts, you gotta buy that again. Alright, I need to run to the bathroom, guys and gals. I gotta make a quick potty break, so I will be right back, everybody. I'm gonna I'm going to be right back. I gotta pee, and I'm gonna try and take something for my sinuses really quick too. I'm gonna take a Mucinex and pee. So give me like 4 or 5 minutes. I shall return, so I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Yeah, new race pass is every, like, I don't know, 30 or 45 days or something like that. Once a month, once every month and a half. I can't remember. I think they started making it more frequently than they used to, though. All right. Back to the lobby. Thank you for the swaps. Yeah, $10 a month or so is not bad at all. I mean, it really is a good value. You get a lot of stuff. You get a whole lot of stuff. Totally worth it, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, most of the stuff in this game is very overpriced. Race Pass, that's a great value. Stax' Race Pass is good for 1 month. Yeah, then, you know, I mean, sometimes the cars in the Race Pass are good, sometimes they're not, but if there's cars in there that you actually like, that's a big bonus. But I'm telling you, it's worth it just for the parts and everything else you get. But I'll tell you what, I used to always watch ads for gas, but the ads on these games are getting more and more annoying all the time. Used to be the ad would play for 20 or 30 seconds, you hit the X button, you were done. Now the ad plays for 10, 20 seconds, you hit the X button, part 2 of the ad shows up, you gotta wait another 10 seconds, you hit the X button. My God, it's a nightmare trying to watch an ad these days. I mean, Google should not allow that crap. Those ads should play for 20 seconds and then end. You shouldn't have to hit the X button 15 times to get through one ad. They've turned the ad watching experience into a nightmare. They really have. Like, if I'm gonna watch an ad on a video game, I don't want to sit there and play with that ad for 3 minutes just to get through one freaking ad. You know what I mean? Back in the day, it was so much nicer. I didn't mind watching a little 20, 30-second ad. Some of them were over in like 5 seconds, depending on the ad it was. It was so much better. It wasn't so bad watching a 20-second video, hitting the X button, and then you're done. That was it. That was so simple. Yeah, but the thing is, William D says Google doesn't care, they want money. But yeah, but why would ads need to have 12 parts? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. I mean, Google's not going to make any more or less money if an ad has 1 part or 12 parts. At least I wouldn't think. if Google said, look, your ad has to play for 30 seconds then end, they would probably make the same amount of money. I don't know. I could be wrong. But those ads really grind on my nerves these days. But the thing is, I guarantee they're making less money when the ads get more annoying to deal with. But if it was just a little quick 30-second ad, hit the X button and you're done, I think there would be way more people watching the advertisements. The way they got it right now, there's probably less people watching advertisements, meaning they're probably making less money just because they're annoying everybody. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I doubt it. I think I'm correct. But it's just to the point where I can't stand to watch the advertisements anymore because it just takes too long. It's too much of a hassle and too much of an annoyance. I don't know. The advertisements drive me nuts. Alright, Yaden said if they do the McLaren Solus GT, I'm getting it. That's a nice car. The Solus was actually a race pass car sometime last year. So I'm not sure if it's going to be back in the race pass again anytime soon, but the way they do things, you never know. That they do tend to use the same cars over and over and over somewhat often, so there's a good chance we might see it again. Alright, let's see if we can get this Corvette. That Corvette's a pretty decent little car. Oh, that's going to be a good race. Who won? Ah, he got me. That was a really good race, actually. Alright, so I think that means we both lost. Because neither one of us actually won there because he was able to challenge me back. Here, I'll be nice and I'll let him get the next win, but the game just screwed us both out of a win is what just happened there. The other problem I have with ads now too is if I hit the X button, half the time it doesn't work. I gotta sit there and hit the X button, then hit the back button, then the X, and it's a nightmare. Trying to watch a little quick ad is now a nightmare. It's horrible. Horrible. Alright. Good old Google. Making the advertisements horrible. But what can you do? Alright, now it's my turn to win. Three, two, one, go. Bam. 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 But even though on YouTube I bought the premium because I'm tired of watching the ads, it's worth it. I mean, for 15 bucks a month, I get ad-free YouTube and I get YouTube music. It's not bad. It's not a bad deal for 15 bucks a month. Plus, if I watch somebody's video, supposedly if you have the full price premium, that content creator gets paid more than if I were to watch an advertisement on their video. So there's a lot of good reasons to have the YouTube Premium. Alright, so why do you hope somebody from Natural Motion is watching the chat, Yaden? Who said that? Oh, that was Joanne. If you're talking about the advertisements, Google actually runs the advertisements. Or if you're on iOS, then Apple runs the advertisements. So the game doesn't really have anything to do with the ads. That's either Google or iOS. So CSR doesn't really have any control over the advertising. Now, if there are certain ads they don't want played on their game, they can actually say, hey, we don't want this ad to be ran anymore. But that's about the most control out of it that they have. Wait, what started with MTV? I want my MTV. I don't know what song that is, but I used to like it when I was a kid. It's like an old 80s song or something. I want my MTV. Alright, nobody wants to race me right now. Nobody wants to race me. I used to like MTV, and then they stopped playing music and started playing reality shows. And they should have changed the name to RTV. Why have a channel called Music Television when you don't play music anymore? That's like the worst thing that ever happened to MTV is they stopped playing music and started playing the Real World and the Jersey Shore. MTV went down the crapper. I'll tell you what, I stopped watching it. Those shows they had on there were complete crap in my opinion. I hated every one of them. Except for ridiculousness. And I think Jackass was on MTV. I mean, they had a couple of good shows, but for the most part, it was just like really trashy reality shows. Timothy wants his hillbillies? I don't know what that means, my man. Your hillbillies? As far as I know, if you have Pluto, I think it is, you can still get MTV on Pluto. I don't have cable television, so I don't know if MTV is still on or not. But yeah, Jerry Springer, yeah. That's another one of those deals where, I mean, I guess I kind of get why people liked Jerry Springer. It was just crazy, chaotic nonsense. And I guess that's entertaining, but stuff like that's not for me. Ryan, no, I haven't seen the new Fear Factory with Johnny Knoxville, but I did see an advertisement for it with Johnny Knoxville on the advertisement, but Honestly, I never liked the original Fear Factory, so I'm not super interested. Oh, MTV is no longer? Interesting. I'm actually surprised. What dyno time am I running? I don't know. Whatever the pinned comment says is probably... It should be right around there. I don't remember what it is offhand. 10.8, 11.8, something like that. Timothy says, all the weird AI versions come into my head when I hear that song. I'm not a big fan of anything made by AI. Personally, I stay away from all things AI. If I open a YouTube video and I hear that AI voice, I leave instantly. If it's AI music, no thank you. Now, if like a content creator uses AI to help make their videos, that's cool, but if it's not a real person making the video, I'm not interested. Like if somebody makes a video and AI writes the script, as long as it's, you know, factual and the real deal, cool. If they use AI to write their titles or make thumbnails, cool. But when I watch a video, I want to see a real person and not listen to some AI voice that doesn't even sound real or natural. Yaden, have a great day, buddy. Catch you later. Weird Al. Weird Al was pretty awesome, actually. Alright, my lobby's dead. Let's leave this lobby. We got about 20 minutes left on the live stream. The live racing is pretty dead today, honestly. Oh man, this is a car. This is a garage full of crazy cool cars. I don't know why, but I still love. Dang it! I didn't click on the door. Darn it, Donna! You sabotaged my car again. I like this little thing. This is such a weird little car. It's so cool. This little car is awesome. Alright, so here's the new Ferrari event. Let's see what's going on with this. Alright, 4 lock-ins. Let's see what the lock-ins are. Alright, the crappy FFXKs. Ugh. Well, actually, you know what? That 599 XX Evo might not have been a bad car. The FFXKs, I don't like them. I think the 599 was decent. I do have a video on that car. I'd have to go watch it to remember if I liked it or not. And then we have the FFX. Alright, interesting. I believe this is a rerun event, isn't it? I don't think this is a new event. I'm pretty sure this is a rerun. It might be a new event. There's so many events and so many reruns these days, I get confused as to what's what. I might be having a brain fart, but... Alright, what was I about to do here? I was going to go do something really quick. You know, I'm going to go run a little bit of Showdown. Let's see if we can get any further on this today. It's a rerun? I thought so. I thought so. It really seems like there's a lot less people live racing anymore. I actually might make a YouTube video about the importance of live racing, because there's nowhere near as many people in the live racing lobbies anymore, and I think people are starting to skip live racing. Truth is, live racing earns you a lot of points, a lot of game cash. I mean, if you got a good live racing car, it's a big deal. Showdowns are hard, guys. Showdowns are getting harder and harder these days. That's my issue with Showdown. They do not make it easy anymore. Stack says live racing lobbies have been dead lately. Yeah, they definitely have. Hey, Hydro, thanks so much for becoming a member, my friend. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Hey, no! I thought I was gonna win. Crap sandwiches. What's really bad is I haven't done Showdown in like 2 days, and the game still got me in a lobby where I'm losing. That's not good. They're making these Showdowns intentionally harder. Like, I think they intentionally put you up against people they know you're going to lose against on Showdowns these days. I mean, it's always been like that a little bit, but I think they're doing it more and more lately. And I kind of wish they would stop that. But it used to be a lot easier the next day when you came back, but I don't know, something's changed. Something with the Showdowns have changed. What about the tournaments? One thing cool about tournaments is it's pretty easy, but that's only if you have the cars to do it. That's the one issue with the tournaments, is you might not always have the cars you need to do them. Yeah, Showdown's not what it used to be, guys. William D said there's no live racing because all the dedicated free-to-play people are leaving the game for good. It would be interesting to know how many people are still playing this game. I mean, I think there's a lot of free-to-play people. How do you lose when your cars are all maxed out? I mean, if your cars are maxed out, it depends on what you're trying to do. For example, if you're doing a Showdown and let's just say there's 6 different cars available in the Showdown, you have to have the fastest car and have that car maxed out as well. If you don't have the fastest car and it's, you might have the second fastest car maxed out, but there's still going to be other people running the fastest car. But my cars are not maxed out on, like, very few of my cars. I shouldn't say very few, but the majority of my cars are not even upgraded at all. And then the ones that are, only a percentage of those are actually fully maxed. For example, this car is missing 2 or 3 stage 6 parts. In order to max all your cars on this game, you would need to spend a pretty big chunk of money, to tell you the truth. Now, if I had the other couple of stage 6 parts I'm missing on this car, it would definitely be doing a lot better than it is. But I mean, this car should be running like 7 zeros or something, but since I'm missing parts, I'm running 7.6s. William D says, my Sizzlo was like yours. What's a Sizzlo? Alright, that's one of those typos I can't figure out there. Ryan said they have way too many paid events. Thing is, you don't have to do the paid events, right? You can sit there, you can do your live racing, your showdowns, your daily races, and a few other things, and easily spend an hour or two a day playing this game and enjoying it, so. William D, I've got all the pink parts installed, my man. I'm just missing 2 or 3 stage 6 parts, however. Yeah! Pain in the buttocks. Alright, William D is running the 8.0 CC850. You know, I don't know why the last showdown was really easy. This one is not. A lot of people finished the last showdown with that Lamborghini Huracan. I'm not really sure why the last one was so much easier. Melon, unfortunately, it doesn't seem to help. Watch, it'll run about the same time. There's straight to 5th gear. I'm probably still running like 7.6s here. So even if I do second nitrous, like with the current parts installed, it doesn't really seem to care how I shift it. It's not making a big difference, unfortunately. Now, if I had it maxed out, it might make a bigger difference. But if I go 3, 2, 1, go, second, third, fourth, fifth nitrous, for some reason it never wants to go into that 5th gear when I try it. It'll go into 4th pretty easily, but when I click into 5th, it doesn't go. Don't know why. I don't think it likes the current parts installed, to tell you the truth. You know what? I took that Mucinex. Man, my sinus just really cleared up a lot. I should be taking that every day. It's not actually Mucinex. It's called guaifenesin. It's like the active ingredient of Mucinex without all the extra crap in it. Joanne says CSR2 should have a showdown for each tier. You know, that would be kind of nice, honestly. Hydro says, I'm barely starting off again. I forget how hard it is to get elite tokens. Ah, man, yeah, it's a pain in the butt to get those elite tokens. You gotta grind your butt off. That's for sure. If you're not spending money in this game, it takes a long time to collect all those resources. But you gotta grind showdowns. The blue showdown doesn't really give you too many parts, but the other ones do. Alright, so this blue showdown is a bust. Let's go see what else is on the map for the other showdown. I don't think I'm going to win the prize car. I'm fine with that. It would be nice to have it, but not a big deal. Is this the one? Yeah. Oh, I haven't even started this one yet. How have I not started this one yet? So this one's about to start in 3 days. Huh. I can't believe I haven't ran any races on this. What happened? Something happened. Alright, let me grab my GR Supra. Why do I call it a GR Supra? I constantly call the 86 a Supra. It's not a Supra. But yeah, showdowns are the best ways to get your elite tokens. I like this car, however. This is a great car. Alright, Darth, you got 22,000 green elite tokens. That's a lot, actually. You know what? You know, before I do a live stream, I should definitely take some Mucinex or something, because I haven't been coughing or... yeah, it's a big improvement. That stuff actually helps a lot. That stuff helps big time. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. This car is either second nitrous or third nitrous. I don't remember. Ryan, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Some people have a maximum limit on their tokens and some don't. I think there's a glitch where some people can go past the max. I believe there was a time where they also changed what the max was at some point as well. I've also heard Android and iOS both have different maximum limits. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. Crap sandwich, what happened? My screen just turned dark. But my controls are working, so that's good. Alright. Melon says second. Thanks, Mr. Melon. Timothy says, I'll run that showdown, but I'm way up there. Mighty, most of your cars are maxed. Can't complain about that, I guess. I wish most of mine were, but you can only do what you can do, I suppose. The majority of my cars, if it's got a good live racing setup, I just set it up like that and then I'm happy. But one of the things, if you don't do enough showdown races, you're going to be really lacking on elite tokens. Really, there's only a couple of reasons I do showdowns. It's fast respect points, fast cash, and elite tuners tokens. So we only got a couple of minutes left on the live stream, everybody, just so you guys know. Timothy says he's at 1646. That's pretty good, actually. That is not bad whatsoever. Not bad whatsoever. How to get stage 6 parts for cars. Alright, so bottom line is getting stage 6 parts. If the car is locked into an event and you run the event, there's a pretty good chance that might give out maybe 1 or 2 stage 6 parts for the car. Besides that, it's opening crates. So you can open crates to get parts, or you can run events. Those are really about the only 2 ways to get them right there. So if you've got a golden star car and you've got bronze keys, you can go into rare imports, click on the parts tab, and open crates for that car with your bronze keys. If it's a purple star car, unfortunately the crates cost real money most of the time. But I've got cars that I've had for 6 or 7 years that I still don't have all the stage 6 parts for. I don't know why, but I really like this car a lot. This is one of my favorite cars in the game currently. Don't know why, but I really like this one. I think it's my new favorite Elite Tuners car. It's just a really cool car. There's definitely better cars in the game than this one, but I'm just a big fan of it. Alright, Hydro, this is one of those things where you have to wait until you get to the Elite Tuners event for this car. This came from one of the Tuners Pit events, meaning once you start Elite Tuners, you get your first set of events, and then they start giving you the Tuner Pit events. And you kind of have to do those in the order they give them to you. So once you get to the Tuners Pit event for this car, then you'll get this car for free. But I'm not sure how many other Elite Tuners events you have to do before you get to this one, because this is like the newest one. And there's been so many of those Tuners Pit events, it's crazy. So I'm guessing this will probably be the last Tuners Pit. Not the last one, because there will be more coming up. The next one's going to be for another Toyota Supra, but you just got to work your way through those events in the order that they give them to you. I don't know if you're going to get them in the same order that I got them in or not. I have no idea. I've been playing the game so long, I get them as they come out. But for those of you who still haven't made it through the Elite Tuners event, I don't know how they have that set up, honestly. A lot of these Elite Tuners cars are amazing. There's a few of them that suck, but there's a lot of really good ones. Truth is though, most of the time I never get these up to purple stars before the event ends. Most of the time I can get it up to about 5 golden stars and then the event's over. So I'm happy with that, you know. I'm okay with that. But you kind of got to decide, do you want to put your tokens into the Elite Tuners cars? Do you want to put them into the Legends cars? Unfortunately, they don't give you enough tokens to do both. So I kind of focus mine into the Elite Tuners cars because for some weird reason I like Elite Tuners, but I don't really care for Legends. So I'm not even bothering with the new Legends events. Hey Danny, what's up buddy? How you doing today? Hope you're doing awesome. Hey look, there's some guy in the same car as me. Oh, unfortunately he doesn't have as many parts, so my car won. Hydro, yeah, the LC500 is an excellent tier 4 car. If you know what you're doing with that car, man, it is very, very good. Hydro, yeah, the Legends tokens suck. You gotta sit there and run those events. Every day you gotta do an extra 15 races to get the tokens to restore your Legends cars. I'm a little bit lazy. I don't do those every time they pop up on the map, even though I should. I just hate Legends. I honestly do not like the Legends events at all, so I don't care if I miss out on the Legends stuff. I just don't like it. Mighty says it fixed it anyway. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like William D says, they want you to buy things so they don't give you enough intentionally. And it makes sense from a business standpoint. I get it. These games wouldn't exist if they weren't making money. So I completely understand why they do what they do, but it's still a big old pain in the butt. I totally get why they do it. Can't say that I love it, but it is what it is. Hydro, I'm glad that shift pattern video helped, my friend. That's awesome. I would say you need to spend between 1 and 3 hours a day playing this game in order to get a decent amount of resources. If you play for an hour a day, you'll probably just earn enough to do what you need to do. If you play for 3 hours a day, you'll definitely earn a bunch of resources, but you're still going to have to be like picky and choosy what you spend them on. You want to make sure you don't waste your resources. For example, if I average how much time I play in a week, it probably equals out to about an hour per day. I mean, there may be some days I only get on for 20 minutes. There may be some days where I'm on for 2 hours. There may be some days where I'm on for an hour and a half, just depending on what's going on and how much free time I have. But I would say I average about an hour a day in total. So we'll just say I probably play this game 7 to 8 hours per week. And that gives me just enough to upgrade one car per season and maybe a little extra type of deal. Now, if you could spend like 40 hours a week playing this game, you'd probably get a pretty nice chunk of resources there. I mean, some people spend a crazy amount of time per day playing this game. I mean, I've known people that spend 6 to 8 hours a day playing this. In my opinion, you're going to burn yourself out and get really sick of the game if you play that much. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm guessing that's what's going to happen to anybody that plays an excessive amount. Too much of a good thing kind of turns into a bad thing. Mighty, you're playing 4 to 5 hours a day? Alright. Customize. I recently saw somebody with one of these in flat black, and I was thinking about changing mine over to flat black. I don't want metallic. I want... Is it stained gray? Let's see how that looks. That doesn't look flat. That's... Where's the flat black? Satin, solid gray, that's it. No, that's not it either. I know one of these is a flat black. Maybe it was the satin. Huh. Weird. I guess it's this one. This is probably the closest. Even that's shiny, though. These are all shiny. Somebody had a freaking flat black and it looked sweet. Satin's gonna be the closest, I guess. Oh, come on now, game. You're being a turd taco. I'm trying to remove the thing and it won't let me. Dear game, why you gotta be like that, man? Let's see what happens. I can't take my livery off? Son of a butt. Anyways, I was actually thinking about switching over to this other body kit. To the Pandem, maybe. The Pandem kit looks pretty sweet. I like it better. Let me try this one more time. Let's see if I do this. No! Stupid thing, stop it! Donna sabotaged my game again. So for some reason, it's not allowing me to take this off, but I'll play with this later. But I got some sort of a problem. I like this in black. I do like it in black. I think I'm going to do this. Why not? The blue was nice, but it didn't really fit the car. Even that's pretty cool. I think I'd rather have it without the body kit, but I like that. That looks pretty sweet. Maybe I should change the color of the calipers, but this is a cool car. I could probably go with red rims though. Red rims on black always looks really good. Let me change the rims. But just so you guys know, our stream time is pretty much over, so we're going to be ending this in a second. I don't like that. Those rims are a little too dark. Aha. Actually, I don't think I like it on this car. Yeah, I think the white rims looked better. Why can't I take off the livery? We're having a glitch here, unfortunately. I mean, that livery looks pretty good on there, but anyways, I'm just going to leave it like this for now. Alright, guys and girls. I just want to say thank you guys for coming out to my live stream. Danny, have a great day, buddy. Thank you so much for coming out. I definitely appreciate you guys and gals. Thank you for being here. You're all awesome. But I think that's going to wrap up today's live stream. Hope you're all amazing. I really do appreciate all of you. I was going to say something, but I don't remember what it was. It seemed like it was going to be important, but I guess it wasn't, so. I guess at this point, I'll just go ahead and shut up. But yeah, thanks for coming on, everybody. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching my videos and hanging out with me on the live streams and everything else. You guys and gals are awesome. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.